Pedri is out for the match against Athletic Bilbao, but he could be ready to face Chelsea midweek. If Barca decides not to take any risks, he will make his return next weekend against Alaves. Athletic Bilbao announces that Barca has informed them they will not provide tickets to their supporters for the upcoming match between the two teams at Camp Nou. This decision is due to insufficient security measures and the impossibility of separating the two groups of supporters in the stands and at the entrances. FC Barcelona has been interested in Marc Guéhi for weeks. Joan Gossier trained yesterday despite his day off and is now ready for the match against Athletic Bilbao. Pep Guardiola, becoming Barca president? I'm not ruling out Barca. We are always fans of where we started. But me with a tie in the presidential box? No, personally I don't see myself doing that. Within the club, there is concern about the current form of Count and Ball. Barcelona is interested in Alejandro Grimaldo to compete with Alejandro Bald. He has a clause in his contract that allows him to join a Spanish club for $15 to $20 million. Fabian Ruiz, I don't hide it, I'm a Betis supporter and I would like to return there one day to finish my career. I don't know when. Let's hope it happens. Álvarez has opened the door to a move to Paris. He no longer considers returning to the Premier League, where he believes he has already given his best. Luis Enrique is a great admirer of Álvarez. He himself would view a move under the Spanish coach very favourably. The PSG management has been studying the possibility of a transfer for the attacking front for several weeks. That being said, a major obstacle remains: Atletico's demands, deemed excessive, asking for up to $120 million to release their striker, an amount considered abusive so far. Kylian Mbappé is claiming $240 million in damages from PSG following the harm suffered after his departure in the summer of 2024. The NFL game generated $150 million in Madrid. Among the 78,610 spectators at the Bernabeu, 42,000 were tourists. Bars and restaurants generated $21 million in revenue. The NFL game in Madrid at the Bernabeu is considered a huge success. Camavinga is in a delicate situation. His hopes of participating in the World Cup are compromised if he does not progress with Real Madrid. Germany has qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The France team is expected to face Colombia then Brazil in March. The first match should take place in Florida, and the second in Massachusetts. Les Bleus, the French team, have not faced Colombia since 2018, and Brazil since 2015. Karim Benzema, returning to Real Madrid if I receive a call? Why? But I can never say no to Florentino Perez. He is special. If Florentino is still there, it could happen. I talked to him, so it's possible. I'm a Madridista, Real Madrid supporter. I feel it in my soul. Madrid remains my city. We'll see what happens. The Real Madrid dressing room is shocked by the quality of the France national team. Tchouaméni, we were talking about it again recently and the guys were telling me, your team is insane. Rudiger has returned to training on the pitch and with the ball. Aurélien Tchouaméni is back training with the ball. Karim Benzema, Mbappé? He needs to combine with Vinicius. Real Madrid is counting on Mbappé for these moments to go and win the Champions League. I think he can do it with the other players. He can't do it alone. He needs Vinicius, the others. That's how it is. I think Vinicius, Mbappé, Rodrigo, even if he doesn't play much, Bellingham. They need to talk to each other. One is there to score goals, another to provide assists. We're not going to ask Bellingham to score because that's Mbappé's role, nor ask Mbappé to be the number 10 because that's Bellingham's role. They have to communicate. He is better, but he needs to concentrate more in these moments when Real Madrid needs him, because he has everything to do it. Karim Benzema, Mbappé this season? He is much better. Scoring goals is not new for him. He will score, even much more. There will be matches where Mbappé won't even touch the ball. What we expect from Kylian is that when he gets an opportunity, he puts it away. That's Real Madrid. Karim Benzema, I see myself playing football for another 2 years. The Real Madrid coaching staff is still trying to manage Franco Mastantuono's injury. His absence was initially expected to exceed a month, but he could be ready to play before the end of December. The agreement between Real Madrid and Lyon concerning Endrick's loan includes a clause providing for a payment to Real Madrid by Lyon if the player does not play a certain number of matches. Trent Alexander-Arnold wants to move to the next level. During the team's rest days, he was training in hot weather with specialists in Dubai. Liverpool has made a final offer to Ibrahima Konaté. At Liverpool, the Konaté file is clear. The Reds have made their ultimate proposal, which they deem very generous. The Frenchman, who is repeatedly signalling his interest to Real Madrid, would become one of the highest-paid players under Arne Slot if he accepts. Konaté must decide, security at Liverpool or the merengue, Real Madrid, dream. Decision expected in the coming weeks. Florentino Perez estimates Real Madrid's value at around $10 billion. Carlo Ancelotti, sometimes in training, I would intentionally ask Courtois to let the strikers score to boost their confidence. Real Madrid is clear, Nico Paz must return to the club next season. Nico Paz also wants to return. Real Madrid has total control over his future, thanks to their purchase option. Real Madrid and A22 have filed a complaint against UEFA, claiming $4.5 billion in damages. Montjuic was the beginning. Camp Nou, where history will be written. Lamine Yamal's new profile picture on Instagram. Cristiano Ronaldo will indeed meet Donald Trump at the White House. The meeting between CR7 and the US president will take place today. The Netherlands have qualified for the 2026 World Cup. Their last result in the World Cup? A quarter-final against Argentina in 2022. Ryan Cherki raises some questions. His difficult complementarity with Olise was also highlighted. The French staff concluded that Cherki could flourish more as a super sub. His international future does not seem threatened in the short term. Antoine Semenyo has a valid clause of $74 million in January. Benjamin Sesko is out for 1 month. Knee injury. After the World Cup, the contract might be more expensive. Asked about a possible extension as coach of Brazil, Carlo Ancelotti made no secret of his desire to remain the Seleção coach. Karim Benzema is hesitating between continuing at Al Ittihad and a return to Europe. The end of my contract is approaching here, that's true. I can't say yet whether I will stay or leave, it depends on many things. I've been here for 3 years and it keeps progressing. It's true that I have offers in Europe. I have to examine everything and choose carefully and see. Roberto Firmino still dreams of a return to the Seleção. Unfortunately, I haven't spoken to Carlo Ancelotti yet, but I would like to make my return to Brazil, of course. I have never given up on the dream of returning to the national team. With my experience and everything I've learned in football, I could help if I'm there, even in a different way. I know I'm in my best period, both in my personal life and in my career. I'm going to do everything at the club to be able to make this dream come true and go back one more time. Return match at Camp Nou, prices are soaring. The cheapest ticket for Barcelona Athletic Bilbao during the mythical stadium's grand return is listed at $199. Thiago Silva close to an unexpected comeback at AC Milan. The 41-year-old defender will be free in June after his adventure at Fluminense, and AC Milan wants to bring him back. The Lombard club sees him as a valuable experience and a leader capable of immediately adding value to the team, despite doubts related to his age. A surprise return to Europe is clearly on the table. Here is a reminder of the top four in the La Liga standings this season. Neymar is considering leaving Santos in January. A free agent this winter, Neymar Jr. hopes for one last big move in Europe to strengthen his chances of being called up by Carlo Ancelotti for the World Cup. Tottenham is interested in Antoine Semenyo. Carlo Ancelotti, Neymar is on the list of players who can go to the World Cup. Alphonso Davies is back in training. The Canadian has rejoined the group for the first time since his anterior cruciate ligament surgery. I'm trying not to commit too much anymore. Sebastian Popignoli now refuses to give a date for Paul Pogba's return. I said we would judge based on what he proposes now. It's also out of kindness. But I said it last time, so I'm trying not to commit too much anymore. It will happen when it is meant to happen. All I can say is that when he is on the pitch, I see someone happy and focused on returning to the highest level. There is no doubt. We let them destroy an entire city. Our children could be in Gaza and be murdered simply because they were born there. Pep Guardiola before the match between Catalonia and Palestine, the world has abandoned Palestine. We have done absolutely nothing. It is not their fault they were born there. We all allowed them to wipe out an entire people. The harm is done and irreparable. I cannot imagine anyone in the world who can defend the massacres in Gaza. Our children could be killed there simply because they were born there. I have no confidence in these leaders. They are ready to do anything to stay in power. João Neves is performing as well as Kane and better than Mbappé this season. Against Armenia, he scored his second hat-trick of the season, which is as many as Harry Kane and more than Kylian Mbappé. He is a midfielder. Ademola Lookman is on Galatasaray's list of targets for the winter transfer window. He is not the only name mentioned, with several clubs also interested in the Nigerian. A player to watch closely, a transfer is possible in 2026. Niklas Füllkrug will leave West Ham in January. His time at the club is over. Discussions have been initiated with German and international clubs. Portugal has scored 9 goals twice in a match in its history. 2023, 9-0 against Luxembourg. 2025, 9-1 against Armenia. Both times without CR7. Harry Kane surpasses Pelé in the number of goals for the national team. Remember in 2020 when Chelsea and Tottenham faced each other in the Carabao Cup round of 16. Chelsea was leading thanks to a goal from Timo Werner, and 25 minutes from the end of the match, Jose Mourinho, who was then coaching the Spurs, realized his team was playing with 10 men. Indeed, Eric Dier had to rush to the bathroom because he had a very pressing need. Mourinho, displeased, went to look for him in the restroom. The player hurried to finish his business so he could return to the pitch. During his absence, Chelsea had a golden opportunity to seal the victory, but fortunately for Eric, they did not score. After his return, Eric Lamela scored the equalising goal, allowing Tottenham to advance to the penalty shootout and qualify. Dier was named man of the match and posted a photo on social media with the trophy placed on the toilet, next to the toilet paper, with the caption, "The real man of the match." Thomas Tuchel's England during the World Cup qualification phases, 8 matches, 8 wins, and 0 goals conceded. Eric Shell, coach of Nigeria, complains about witchcraft coming from DR Congo. He suspects the staff of stirring water to practice voodoo. Jean-Philippe Mateta for the France team, 3 caps, 2 goals. Marcus Thuram for the France team, 31 caps, 2 goals. While Mohamed Salah is set to play for Egypt at the Africa Cup of Nations in December and January, Liverpool is increasingly interested in a transfer for Antoine Semenyo, who would also be Salah's long-term successor. Reminder, Antoine Semenyo plays for Ghana, whose country failed to qualify for the AFCON. AS Roma is currently in discussions with Manchester United regarding a loan for Joshua Zirkzee in January, as the transfer window approaches. The deal will include an option to buy the Dutch striker at the end of the 2025-26 season for $35 million, which is equivalent to £31 million. Vinicius could win the Ballon d'Or one day. He is capable of it. Karim Benzema on the Brazilian, it will happen the day he understands that he is on the pitch only to play and he leaves everything else behind him. He has the talent and he is in the best place to do it, at Real Madrid. Once fully completed, possibly in 2027, the Spotify Camp Nou will have a capacity of 105,000 seats. Martin Odegaard on his decision to join his national team despite his injury, "I am here to support the guys. We have been working together for this goal for a long time. It was important for me to be here with them.